Transformers 1. Welcome to IJustWatched. I'm Joseph. Let's jump into it. So, if you've seen any of the previous Transformer movie reviews, shows, discussions, in general, you should know. Huge fan. Love Transformers. I'm also a stickler for source material and being accurate to it. And I'm saying that because you're probably assuming this movie is basura in my eyes. Trash. Absolute garbage. However, I'm kind of surprised. I enjoyed it. My biggest issue with this movie, yes, it is very inaccurate while also being accurate at times. I know it's pulling from different lore, different source material from like the original show to some of the comic books to other sources from other shows and things like that, other versions. So it is accurate to bits and pieces while other parts are just completely blatantly original and made up. But the reason I'm kind of okay with this movie is I like the story. I think at the base of it, they were focused on giving us this origin between Orion Pax and Megatron, or D, whatever they call them. It's Megatron. Sorry, just what it is. Anyways, or Optimus Prime and a Megatron, Orion Pax. If you know, you know. But the origin story itself, I mean, I don't like the fact that they were just minor bots and they couldn't transform, they didn't have a cog. I didn't like that. However, the story was so well done, and I think everyone killed it as far as voice acting, the fight scenes, and the way they built it made sense. It added for a twist where, you know, spoiler alert, spoiler warning, Sentinel Prime was taking it out of them before they came online to force them to be minors. Like, things like that made it work. So I ended up really, surprisingly, enjoying this movie. It's actually really good. It's so good. I recommend you go see it in theaters. It's that good. I'm not going to do massive research because I don't really... What research? It was inaccurate. But I'd watch it again. My biggest nitpicks outside of the lore... Story worked. Story worked. It's just me. I don't like this style of animation. But that's a personal knock. It doesn't make the movie bad, good, whatever. It just doesn't work for me, but that's this style of animation. It's not my cup of tea. Audio, the sound design, parts of it felt too quiet. Like, okay, the fight scenes were dope. They were smart. I liked how they used transformation in the fight scenes in this movie. For example, I don't know if it's in the trailer, so again, I already said it, but spoiler warning, Optimus, he's still Orion Pax at this time. Just besides the point. Anyways, he grabs a bot. They're fighting, right? But he grabs him and starts to transform, and he always twists to turn into the truck. When he twists, he rips that other robot in half. Moment like that, I was like, that's cool. It was smart. The fight scenes, the choreography they did for him and stuff was dope. I like that a lot. Probably one of the best points of this movie. Again, saying that because the audio, though, felt a little quiet at times, where when they're hitting like a punch or a shot, a gunshot, or even just the sound effects, the transformations, things like that, the audio felt a little too low for me. I would have liked it to have a little bit more oomph. There's moments where I would like a little bit more kick. I would like to feel it in my chest a little bit more. But that's genuinely it. I think voice acting wise, they killed it. I did hate, I apologize and try to forget, I hated what they did with Bumblebee. Not because I was like, oh, Bumblebee, I love him. Why are they making him this goofy ass character that knows nothing or can't do... No, that wasn't it. It was the over-the-top stupidity. I get it. He's been isolated for who knows how many cycles, okay? It was like the same jokes over and over. He didn't really progress much while simultaneously having probably some of like the best moments of the movie, which is weird because I have nothing against Keegan-Michael Key. But his voice, for one, was just his voice. I feel like everyone else had a little bit of, I don't know, auto-tune or some kind of edit to give it that more robotic feel, tone, where his only got it when he was like, yeah, you know, kind of workshopping a couple names. I'm thinking Badassatron, and then he would like, but it's pronounced Badassatron. Like, he would do that, and that was great. But then they did it like 17 more times, and I was like, you guys are kind of killing me. We don't need to do it that much. It was funny. You do it again maybe later, but back to back. Like, there's a moment he's like, Badassatron, Badassatron, Badass. Oh, thank you. Move on, please, for my sake. Wow. Later on, the whole knife hands thing in the trailer, I was like, that's dumb. But it pays off in another scene. I won't ruin that. But like, moments like that, like there's really bad parts that I just can't stand. But overall, I really enjoyed the movie. I recommend it. Check it out in theaters. Regardless if you're a Transformers fan or not, I think you'll like it. Kid-friendly, family friendly. If you're a Transformers fan, I think you'll still be able to enjoy it. Like a hardcore one, like David, for example. He's a bigger Transformer fan than I am. When I have questions, I go to him. And we were both like, this is going to be terrible. And I got to tell him the truth. I recommend it. I think he needs to watch it. It's actually a pretty good movie. And that's a huge surprise to me. So with that being said, I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you've seen it, if you haven't, check it out. But let me know how you're feeling about it down below. Do you like the animation? What was your favorite part? And you know I love chatting with you. Oh, and before I forget, this is another shirt that you can see. If you like it, check it out. Link down below. But until next time, stay safe, be well. Y con mucho amor. Adios.